ghost in the sky. How a $2 billion bomber vanishes into thin air. This isn't just a plane, it's a shadow with wings. A flying ghost that slips through the most advanced radar nets on Earth, and no one even hears it coming. Meet the Spirit, the B-2 Spirit. It doesn't roar in, it glides in silence, and when it leaves, there's often nothing left behind. But here's the real kicker. This aircraft wasn't built to fight wars, it was built to prevent them. The Phantom at the front. In any full-scale conflict, the B-2 is the first whisper of danger. Not the last. It slips into enemy airspace, deep, far behind lines, before a single missile is fired. Its job? Take out the eyes, the radars, the anti-aircraft systems that make modern nations feel untouchable. Only then do the rest of the fleet move in. The B-1 Lancer flying low and fast, and finally the Cold War giant, the B-52. But none of them could fly in safely if the B-2 didn't go first. How do you hide a bomber? The Spirit is huge, 172 feet wide. That's half a football field. So how do you make something that big disappear? It's all in the shape. From above it looks like a black boomerang. No tail, no fuselage, just a single seamless wing. It bends radar signals around its frame like water around a stone. The paint doesn't just cover it, it devours radar. The surface is smooth, soft-looking. But don't let that fool you. Underneath, a skeleton of reinforced steel and carbon. The wings flex mid-flight, adjusting to air pressure like a bird's. Engines you'll never see now. Here's where things get clever. You won't find the engines on the outside. They're buried inside the body, hidden behind sharp edges and air intakes that curve like an S. Why? Because jet engines get hot, and heat equals visibility to thermal sensors, so the B-2 doesn't burn. It breathes. Air enters cold, warms just enough to power the engines, then exits cool. Missiles that chase heat signatures, they've got nothing to lock onto. The soul of the ghost, inside the cockpit. Inside the belly of this black-winged beast, things get surprisingly intimate. There's no long corridor, no rows of seats, just two chairs. Commander and pilot, shoulder to shoulder, two people flying a billion-dollar ghost. And yes, it does have ejection seats, because sometimes even shadows get chased. But what makes this cockpit special isn't just the view, it's the tech. Fuel, altitude, terrain mapping, threat tracking, all displayed in ultra-low light, optimized for stealth. They fly blind, on purpose. Meet the successor, the B-21 Raider. 3 decades later, a successor emerges from the shadows, the B-21 Raider. It's leaner, smaller, even sneakier. Side by side, it looks like the younger, sleeker cousin of the B-2. But don't let size fool you. The B-21 is all muscle packed into a whisper. Next-gen materials, artificial intelligence, and deeper stealth built into every inch. But make no mistake, the Spirit still leads the way, the legend behind the wing. The B-2 isn't just revolutionary. It's the legacy of a dream. Back in the 1940s, engineer Jack Northrop had an idea. What if a plane didn't need a body, just a wing? His first flying wing flew in 1949. Too strange, too ahead of its time. The military grounded it, but decades later, his vision returned as the stealthiest bomber in human history. Northrop didn't just build a plane, he built the future, the beast within. What powers the Spirit? Fuel? It holds 167,000 pounds of it. That's enough to fill 2 semi-trucks. It was designed to reach Russian territory. 6,900 miles. And with air refueling, double that. We're talking 12,000 miles. 44 hours in the air. Nearly 2 days of silent flight. That's made possible by 4 General Electric F118 engines. No afterburners, just precision. Power flows through curved ducts, keeping heat low and stealth high. Every part is tuned for silence, survival, and surprise. Why it flies like no other. Conventional planes use rudders and tails. The B-2 has none. It moves with elevons, tiny moving panels hidden along its edge. They shift independently like fingers adjusting on a piano. And when it turns, it does so slowly, not because it's weak, but because it's designed to stay unseen, not outrun danger. Instead of a rudder, it uses split drag rudders, two panels that open in opposite directions to create drag and turn the aircraft. Less efficient, but far stealthier. That's the trade-off. Less speed, more secrecy. Skin of shadows. The stealth armor. Its body is armor without looking like armor. Edges? Fiberglass epoxy. Wings? Graphite epoxy. Heat-exposed areas? Titanium. And then there's the skin. RAM. Radar-absorbing material. It's the reason radar beams vanish into its surface like stones into a pond. It's so secret, even top engineers signed lifetime NDAs. The bite behind the silence. Don't let the soft voice fool you. The B-2 is armed. Open the bomb bay, and it can carry 80 Mark 82 bombs, 500 pounds each, or 16 AGM-158 cruise missiles, each worth 500 pounds. $1.5 million. These weapons deploy mid-flight, unfold their wings, and fly 230 miles to their target. Silently. No warning, no escape. The final strike. When it matters. When things get real, the B-2 carries the massive ordnance penetrator, a 30,000-pound monster designed to punch 200 feet into reinforced concrete. This bomb has no engine, just gravity, guidance fins, and 14,000 kilograms of brutal intent. Dropped from high altitude, it silently corrects its fall, like an arrow from Olympus, until it hits with the force of a meteor. Why we still need it. We've got the B-52, we've got the B-1, so why do we still need the Spirit? Because it clears the path. It softens the battlefield. It's the reason the others can fly in. In any real war, it's the first thing in the sky and the last thing you'll see. If shadows had a shape, if silence could strike, it would look like this. The B-2 Spirit.